Hi everyone, this is Akiyo from the Essential Guide to Digital Jewelry Design. In this book, we are showing many unique jewelry design modeling techniques in Rhino and Grasshopper. The book is available at Amazon in your country. You can also download Rhino and Grasshopper models from the link in the book. Today, I'm going to show you how to model a shell pendant and set diamonds with shear prongs. Let's get started. I'm going to draw a shell shape using a line from midpoint. $11mm each side and line command from 0, I will set 12.5mm. Then draw an arc, start and point on arc command. Start and point on arc. Switch the layer to the image layer, and I'm going to bring in the JPEG image of the shell. Surface to tab, picture command. Select the shell JPEG image, and I'll place it on the left side of the y-axis for now. And then I'm going to use the orient 2 points command. Here is the orient 2 points. Select the object to orient, enter. So usually this is set to scale no as a default. So you need to change it to the 3D before you click the reference point 1 and 2. Then I go reference point 1, reference point 2, and target point 1, target point 2. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to simplify this shell shape. Divide command, divide curve by number of segments. And I'm going to divide 10 segments. Here we go. And then arc, start and point on arc. And I'm going to draw outline of the shell. And select those arc and MH for the shortcut for the mirror to the other side, and join all of the arc. Then I don't need this arc anymore, and delete all the points. And I'm going to fill a corner to soften these corners. Curve tools, fillet corner, select the curve to fill it, and even 0.1mm radius will be nice. Okay. Then bring back the image, start and point on arc command, start of arc and end of the arc, and point on arc. I will use a blend curve command to create smooth transition between those two curves. Blend curve command. Click end of the both arcs. And here we go. And tangent option is fine. And if you need it, you can adjust by moving these points to change the curvature. Then I'm going to extend this vertical line from 0 and then split this arc with this line and join this side, and I will mirror to the other side. Great. Okay, then join these curves to create a one closed curve. All right, now I'm going to create a side view of the shell. So line vertical to C-plane command. And somewhere around here, maybe I'm going to make a 3.5 millimeter in height. Then arc, start and point on arc command. Start and point on arc. Okay, so we have to shape this one, and we only have a 3 control points, so we need to rebuild the curve to something like 7 control points will be fine. And then I'm going to start a point edit. This has to be more tangent. This is a little bit higher, so we don't need this line anymore. The same thing is the other side. So yeah, something like this will be sufficient. Okay. All right, so we're going to make 2 surfaces to create this shell shape. So I'm going to use a section command, section, select object for sections is this curve and also this arc. Then enter, going back to the top view, I will split it right here. Okay, then again, start and point on arc command, start and point on arc. All right. This side is one surface and the bottom is the other surface. I need to split this profile arc with this arc. This is a cutting object. This is splitted. Great. Then I have to split this curve, split, and this is the cutting object. Okay. Now change the layer to the shell layer and surface tool, curve network command. Select curve in network. I will select this curve and that, enter. And click OK. And the same command. I would choose the surface edge. And the C is a tangency, which is great. And OK. Okay, then I'm going to join those 2 surfaces. Then I'm going to add the thickness to make it solid. So instead of using offset surface command or shell command, I'm going to cap this shell and create a cutter manually. First, cap this object, CAP for the cap. Then I'm going to create a cutter, so make a cutter layer current. Okay, so we're going to scale 3D, but before we do scale 3D, I'm going to change this to the wireframe. I'm going to offset this one 0.8 millimeter. This is like a guide. Okay, then change the layer to the color layer. Scale 3D with a gumball. Okay, so here's the scaling handle. So when you scale it, hold down the Shift key for the uniform scaling, and then tap the Alt key, Alt, right next to the space bar, so that it will create a copy of it. Here we go. Okay, so it did this view, but when you go to the right viewport and I change it to the wireframe, it looks like this cutter has to go down more. I will align the top and bring down the cutter 0.8 millimeter minus 0.8. Okay, then Boolean difference. Solid 2, Boolean difference command. This is a cutting object. Enter. Okay, this should be in cutter layer. Now I'm going to add rows of diamonds. So I will make a new layer. It's called flow curve, where diamonds, cutters, and prongs will be placed. Extract ISO curve. Curve from object to map layout. These curves will be target curves. Extract ISO curves. Click this surface. ISO curves run in two directions. Now it's showing the horizontal direction. And I need to check mark the flow curve layer. So now we need a vertical direction, so I need to toggle the command line. Okay, so here is the middle. I want to change the color of the flow curves. Okay. And repeat this process to get flow curves by extract ISO curve and repeat it to the rest of the left half. Here we go. Now I'm going to draw base curves for each target curves. Single line command. And start of the line. Okay, the length. I will type L, enter. This is the shortcut for the length command. We're still in a line command, but we can type L, enter for the length. So it will ask you select the curve to measure. So I click this target curve, enter, and this is the length. So hold on Shift and left click. And I will repeat each one of them. Start of the line and end of the line. So I will type L, enter for the length. Start and select this curve, enter, and hold on Shift. So this is the second one. Again, line command. Start of line. End of line, L, enter for the length. Click the third line and hold on Shift. Next one. Again, L, enter for the length. 1, 2, 3, 4th one, enter. Okay, then the last one. L, enter for the length. This is the last one. Okay. I'm going to align this top. Okay. I arranged the stones. They are 1 millimeter to 1.6 millimeter in size. And I'm going to throw these on the shell. So I will turn off the cutter layer. Before moving forward to flow along curve command, we need to check the direction of the both curves. I drew these curves from top to bottom, so directions should be following the same direction. Now direction of the curves on a shell. So seems like pointing bottom to the top. So we're going to select all the curves and direction command and flip all. Good. Okay. Then I'm going to start one by one. Transform, flow along curve. Select the object to flow along curve is these sets. Enter. And I would do rigid yes. Then base curve. Select the near one end. I will click right here. And then I'm going to click this target surface. Select the surface the target curves on. And then for the curve, here we go. That looks good. Okay, then I'll repeat. Select the object to flow, enter, base curve, and then click the target surface option. Select the surface and target curve. This target surface option in flow command is great because it ensures that the object flows the normal direction on a target surface. Target surface. Here we go. All right. Then I'm going to hide this and mirror this to the other side of the shell. MH. Okay, then Boolean difference. And I will turn off the gems and turn off the prongs. Solid tools, Boolean difference. Select the object to subtract from is a shell, enter. Subtract with is a cutter. Maybe I will select half the cutter at a time. Sometimes selecting all the cutter is too much to handle. Okay, let's check it. Looks great. Then that right half. Okay, so I will turn off the cutter layer and turn on the prongs. Now Boolean union prongs to the shell. Now I just need to add jump link, which I'm almost forgot. Draw a circle in a curve layer. Then go to the circle command, circle diameter, and probably vertical option. Start of diameter right here on a quad point. And make a 3 millimeter diameter. This is how it looks like. and then pipe it. Select pipe command, and I would do 1 millimeter in diameter. Great. And nudging down a little. In the right viewport, nudging up. And then boolean union to finish up this piece. I'm turning on the ground plane and change it to ray traced. I hope you enjoyed today's shell pendant modeling. If you want us to create some particular piece of jewelry, please make a comment in the description below. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.